1926, J. Russell Smith wrote a book called Tree Crops. At the time, I think 50 to 60% of all of our crops, our annual crops, our corn and beans and rice and whatnot, were fed to livestock as livestock feed. And he proposed on the hillier country where there was a lot of erosion to plant tree crops, and the trees would cast their seed, and the seed from the trees would be used to feed the livestock while we would grow our regular crops underneath or grazed underneath. And that's a lot of where I got my start from. Once I got out of school, I moved to Alaska with my wife, where we homesteaded in the bush for about 10 years. And then from there, it was up there where I'd kind of pieced together this ecological model of how do we grow our food on this planet without destroying the planet? And then how can we actually restore ecological function to parts of our planet that have been degraded while simultaneously growing our food. And so while we were up in Alaska, we worked, it was obviously a cold environment, very short growing season, very fragile. You can do a lot of damage really fast up there, and it doesn't heal except over a long period of time. So then we bought a piece of property, a degraded corn and beans farm in Wisconsin. And for the past 20 years, we've been building New Forest Farm in Viola, Wisconsin, which is an imitation oak savanna, which has the overstory of either oak, chestnut, or beech, mid-story of cherries and apples, a shrub layer of plums or hazelnut, mostly hazelnut. Then there's raspberries and currants and gooseberries in the shade. The green grass grows all around with livestock, with pigs, cattle, sheep, chickens, turkeys, and then grapevines climbing all over that. Now, what I just mentioned right there, what plants do I have to plant again? Those are all perennial plants. They're there forever and ever and ever. It's a natural system, and we manage it by harvesting it. We harvest the grass with the livestock, we harvest the tree crops, we harvest wood, we grow lots of mushrooms because we have so much biomass being produced, we have to get rid of all this wood. So it's a natural-ish system. It's an imitation oak savanna, legitimate and for real. And the oak savannas were here in North America for 6,000 to 50 million years, depending on which books you read.